is because we know there's going to be a lot of shit in Outward 2. For example, they've confirmed, if you've watched the trailer or the announcement video, there's going to be dual wielding. Thank God. There's going to be animals that will carry your, equipment for you. They won't help you out in combat, but they can defend themselves. So really, you're going to be able to carry more shit. The reason why that's so important is because one of the biggest complaints about this game is the long journeys that you have to take. Now, in a sense, the long journey could be really satisfying and just really enjoyable the way through. And it looks like they were working on refining that. So instead of adding fast travel or mounts, which are both things I would have loved to see in the sequel, what they're doing is they're doubling down on maps that are more dense in content, and you're going to make less trips back to town to sell items because you're going to be able to carry more things before you are capped out, basically. I'm very excited. It reminds me of, how in Breath of the Wild, people did not like that weapons broke. And in Tears of the Kingdom, what they did is they doubled down. They didn't remove weapon durability, but they made it where you combine weapons together and it's more involved, it's more engaging. Some people aren't really too stoked with Tears of the Kingdom and don't feel exactly how I feel about the breaking weapons, but I mean, if you enjoy Outward, you'll enjoy Outward too. Obviously, I'm not sponsored, and I can't say that you'll enjoy Outward too, but come on, we're all adults, and most of us probably they're watching this play video games a lot, so you know what you're interested in, you know what you're gonna like. If you didn't like Outward 2 is not going to add fast travel. You're not going to get horses. It's going to be walking everywhere like I am now, dealing with the weather, dealing with running out of energy. In fact, you know what? Maybe we should just take a nap right now. Don't forget, anytime you open your menu, hit the left trigger twice to go straight to your deployables, like your bedrolls and your cooking pots, your traps. Yeah, you don't need to have a trap assigned to a hotkey. You can just open up the backpack. It's basically pressing start and then pressing left trigger twice. It's not a lot of button presses. Increase our odds a lot. But it's a short video because all I want to talk about is Outward 2 is coming out. It's got some pretty big changes. Obviously, visually, they've added cloth physics to outfits, which looks fantastic. When you bandage, it looks very good as well. It looks really good. But those are like surface level. What I'm really excited for is the animals that will carry your equipment for you and help you out in that sense. I'm also really stoked at the way the new maps look. They've confirmed 4 regions. And I mean, magic was so fantastic in Outward, and is so... It really is so much deeper than it looks when you first start the game. You start putting things together that, man, what if I do this in this sigil? What if I drink this potion and then use this ability? Sometimes you can't use an ability unless you have a rage boon, but there's a ton of ways to get rage boons. So you really do have just a world of options and builds, and it looks like it's going to get even more fucked in the second game, in a good way. It's going to be really complicated. So if you like, logging into a game where you walk around for a long time, I normally would mention Morrowind, but the more I've been playing Morrowind lately, the less I've been walking. The more I've been actually just using like a really fucked up hop toad spell to jump basically from town to town. But we should get excited for Outward 2. Dual wielding looks fantastic. I hope that they have just a system where you can put some objects in your left hand. That would make it much more simple than I think what they have set up right now. The way you have your weapons right now, it is weird. You put a dagger in your left hand and then you have to equip a skill to use it. Yeah, I think if they can make it similar to how Dark Souls 1 was, and I know Dark Souls 2 had dual wielding, but look, I'm trying to keep it simple. If you've got a right hand and a left hand, and you can choose what goes in each, then that would be a great system for dual wielding. The combat system's the same. There's a bunch of other videos where they show footage and they're fantastic. Obviously, if you watch Sheen's shots, he's amazing. But I still have to talk about it. You know, I still have to say that I'm excited even though they don't have fast travel. Because in my mind, I want to see how they change the world. You know, I don't really want there to be more things to pick up necessarily, because that can bog you down. But again, let's kill these 2 dogs in one hit. Check this out. Let's kite them around. Oh, right. They're hyenas, not dogs. Come on, baby boy. One shot. One shot. That's 1 down. God, the magic in this game. And can you imagine what it'll be like in the sequel? Anyways, thanks for checking this out. And if you guys... I want to sort of hear what you think, you know? Because I really, really, really wanted fast travel. And then, obviously, mounts would be cool, but that's a huge thing to ask for from any developer. To ask for, like, vehicles or animals to ride. But, when the game was announced and they said there'd be no fast travel or mounts, that was like one of the first things I heard. I immediately didn't care. I wasn't upset. I actually was kind of excited because I was like, you know what? These guys have some pretty... They know what they want to do. They want to have a game where you travel through the world, where you forge your path, where you work for it, where you earn it, and they are not backing down from that just to make some fans happy or to get more people into the game. When I see that from a developer, it's one of the most respected things. I mean, you've got to be pretty brave to stick with your vision, even if a lot of people don't see eye to eye with it or don't understand it, you know? I'm really excited for the sequel. I don't know how many times I've said that, probably 30 by now. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'm really trying to start uploading stuff. I know these videos aren't really heavily edited, but if that's your thing and you don't mind rambles, then I'll try to upload stuff basically every day. I've got a little more free time with my new job, and so I would love to get engaged with you guys and just talk about Outward 2 or Morrowind. I don't have any footage of that, but please, guys. I'm playing it on the original Xbox. My computer's broken, so I had to fix an original Xbox. I mean, I know how to fix an Xbox. I don't know how to fix a laptop. God damn, the magic is so good. One thing I want to say about this is you might look at this magic and be like, damn, that seems a little overpowered. Is it? Did you see how long I had to wait for these guys for this to recharge? You know, it's okay when you're exploring, but once you're in a cave or a dungeon, you know, you can't cast it 4 or 5 times without waiting a very long time. And you can't wait usually in dungeons because you're surrounded by monsters. So I love when thing that's like, well, this is similar to other spells, but it has no resource cost, which means you can use it infinitely. The caveat is if you want to use this really good sigil, you're going to have to explore each map and find a totem to pray to before you can use it. And that might sound obnoxious to some people, but to anyone who has played Dark Souls and Morrowind and loves to map out your build and be like, I'm going to start here. And as soon as we leave, I'm not going to go kill the Capra Demon. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go get the Zweihander because I chose a warrior, which means I can two-hand the Zweihander right away, or like with 2 levels or something. Like you get this game knowledge that makes it rewarding to keep engaging with the game because you want to see how you can break it. There's really no limits on how powerful you can be in something like this or Morrowind, and it's so satisfying to take a game that does not give a shit about if you are doing well and to turn around and kick its ass and make it, you know, feel the way you felt when you started. But anyways, I've rambled long enough. I'll hop off. If you guys enjoyed anything, leave a like. If this was a waste of your time, go ahead and dislike. And yeah, if there's any reason why you'd want to share this, do that too. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I really hope you have a good week.